Hello, friends. Namaste, Dosto. Welcome back to You India, where we talk about everything India. A lot of times we talk about food, but sometimes that might be something else. If you could, please subscribe to our channel. You could also support us in Patreon in the description below at as little as $1 a month. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite Indian dishes. It's called butter chicken. And I'm not exactly sure of all the ingredients in it, but I do know that it has yogurt, butter, obviously, tomato, and a bunch of other spices. So this is one of my favorite non-veg dishes. If you're in India, a lot of restaurants or places you go, you'll have a menu. It's divided between veg and non-veg because there are a lot of Indians who don't eat meat at all, they would go with veg. Even if you're flying to India, if they give you a meal, like from America to India, if you get a meal, they'll ask you if you want veg or non-veg. So this is one of my favorite non-veg dishes. It's not my favorite though, that's going to be in another video, so keep watching and you'll see what my favorite is. But this is by far one of my favorite. It's butter chicken, and this is called paratha. It's a flatbread. A lot of Indians eat rice. Especially up in the north, they eat rice for lunch especially, and then usually for dinner or supper, or whatever you call it, they'll eat some flatbread. They have so many different kinds of flatbread, and it is absolutely amazing. I know, you're looking at it and thinking, flatbread, that's not exciting. Well, trust me, it's really good. And so then you can see that this butter chicken, it has like a sauce, and they would call that masala. And so what they do is that they take... A lot of Indians eat like this too. You can see I'm just using my right hand. Indians eat with their right hand. They don't, a lot of times, maybe they might like hold it like this with their left hand, but if they bring food up to their mouth, they do it with their right hand. And if you want to know why that is, you can go Google that. Why do Indians eat with their right hand? You could even, when you do that, click on Google Images and it will give you a better idea of why. So what they do is they'll take this paratha, or sometimes it's called naan. I'll show you naan in another video. And they just kind of dip it in the masala. And then they eat it. And oh, this is amazing. It's got a really obviously buttery taste to it. This is not exactly the best meal if you're on a diet, because it's pretty high in calories, but it tastes really good. And then sometimes they'll take, this is kind of like their spoon or their fork. A lot of Indians don't really eat with spoon or fork. They just eat with their hands. So they'll take, this time I have the piece of chicken with the paratha. And so the kinds of meat that Indians eat, if they do eat meat, is chicken for sure, fish. I think fish is a much more available or affordable kind of meat. And then they eat goat, which they would call mutton. Those are the more popular dishes, meat dishes that they have. So yeah, just dip this in the masala. I mean, I think this is fun, You take the flatbread and just dip it. I really enjoy the way Indians eat their food and the kind of food that they have. So if you go to like a bakery or a place, maybe a grocery store where you're going to buy food, they'll have these dots. Like, so if you go to a bakery, say there's a cake. So some cakes are not made with egg, which is an experience in itself. And so if it doesn't have egg, if it's completely veg, like they won't even eat the egg in a cake. If it's completely veg, then there's a green dot next to the cake. It shows the Indian that it's completely veg. And so it's safe for that kind of Indian to eat if they don't want anything with egg. If it has egg in it, then it might have like a yellow dot. And then if there's something they're buying that's meat, then it has a red dot. And so this way Indians can know, they can be make sure that they're eating the kind of food that they want to eat. And so, like a lot of Indians, if they have a guest over, they might have like a chicken dish, maybe like a chicken curry, or maybe butter chicken. Usually, it's like a chicken curry. It's kind of like a dish that you would give if you have a guest over, or at a wedding. Also, I've noticed that I prefer the chicken in India. But if you go to a wedding, there's a huge line for goat, actually, what they would call mutton. One time I was standing in a line, I just wanted chicken. I didn't know I was in the line for mutton, which, I mean, I use the word line loosely. They don't really stand in line in India, but I was in the place, so I realized I was waiting for mutton, and then I looked over and there was nobody getting chicken. So I thought, what am I doing? I'm going to go get the chicken. So yeah, I've noticed at weddings, a lot of people seem to go for the mutton. I think mutton is more expensive, and so if they're at a wedding where it's, kind of like buffet style, they can take advantage of being able to eat some mutton, which maybe they normally would not be able to afford. But I mean, I definitely prefer the chicken anyways. So yeah, I hope this video was somewhat informative. Here at U India, I would ask you to subscribe to our channel again and watch our videos. That helps and supports our channel. And then we have a Patreon where you could support us as well, as little as $1 a month if you would like to do that. We have some upcoming videos. We're not just going to do food videos. We'll do some other informative videos about India, or we have a few surprises coming up, which I'm excited about. So yeah, if you could subscribe to our channel and keep watching our videos, we really appreciate that. It really helps us a lot. Okay, until next time, goodbye friends. Namaste, dosto.